When lives are on the line, emergency responders can't afford to overthink. Decisions have to be quick and simple. That's why we train young firefighters and paramedics to answer basic questions such as, is the patient sick or not sick? It's not about ignoring details. It's about cutting through the noise. In an emergency, this question boils down to one thing. Is there an immediate threat to life? If yes, you act fast. You stabilize and prep for transport. If no, you slow down, gather more information, and sort out your next steps. Here's another example. Is this an offensive or defensive fire? This is firefighting shorthand for deciding if you're going to go inside to aggressively attack the fire or stay outside to prevent it from spreading. Simple, clear, actionable. In business, and now that I've completed my rookie year running one, I feel more than qualified to give business advice. There's a similar concept, binary decision making. It's about simplifying choices into yes or no, go or stay, act or wait. For example, do we launch this new service or don't we? Sure, there's risk either way. It might flop and drain resources, or it might be the breakthrough that propels you to success. But at some point, you have to decide. Life doesn't wait for indecision. Now, maybe I'm a simpleton, but I also approach life's biggest questions in this same way. Here's a deep question I felt I needed to answer. Was everything in the universe created on purpose, or did it just happen by accident? And believe it or not, that one question has massive implications for your life. If everything's an accident, then there's no design, no purpose, no deeper meaning. But if it's intentional, then there's a creator who intended for it to exist. And therefore, there's got to be a reason behind all this. Let me use some analogies to explain how I got here. Imagine you're walking through the forest and come across a perfectly balanced stack of stones. Your first thought is probably, someone must have been here. The arrangement is too deliberate to be random. Stones don't just stack themselves, unless maybe you've been tripping because you've been licking frogs in this forest. But if you haven't, take that idea and expand it to the entire universe. From the complexity of DNA to the fine-tuned laws of physics, the universe, the solar system, the nebulas, everything in between seems placed, intentional. And it's not just about what we see, it's about what we feel. Think about the longing many of us have for something greater, the way we seek beauty, connection, and meaning. If life were purely accidental, why would we care about these things? Why would they matter? Sure, you could argue evolution, tribal instincts, natural selection, but it doesn't fully make sense to me. Humanity's been around for, let's say, 100,000 years. Dinosaurs existed for 165 million years. Why would we evolve so rapidly to care about things that aren't even useful, while dinosaurs lived, ate, and died without ever building pyramids or pondering the meaning of life? If there's no intent, why would humans be any different in the evolutionary process than dinosaurs? But here's the thing. We do care. We do ask. We wrestle with these questions because deep down, we sense there's more to life than just survival. And for me, that's why I believe in intention. The overwhelming beauty of this world, the depth of human emotion, our constant search for purpose, it all points to something greater. Accidents don't produce meaning. Intent does. And if life is intentional, then there must be a creator. And if there's a creator, wouldn't it be worth getting to know what this creator is all about? Here's why wrestling with these types of questions is worth it as a first responder. Failing to confront deeper existential questions is, I believe, a major factor in why some of the best people, those who answer the call as first responders, end up with higher rates of addiction, suicide, and divorce. Responders face hell on earth, witnessing humanity at its most broken, and they need a way to reconcile that experience to live healthy, fulfilled lives. If you believe this existence is pointless, the weight of this work will either crush you or turn you cold and callous. And I know because I've been there. Early in my career, I became that cold and callous responder. Still capable, still top performing, but disconnected from the deeper parts of myself. Over time, I realized that staying in that place meant sacrificing the fullness of life, the feeling, the meaning, the purpose that makes it all worthwhile. Choosing the harder path to wrestle with these questions and seek deeper meaning wasn't easy, but worth it. So I'm curious, what do you believe? Is life an accident or intentional? And either way, what's your plan?